What's up, gamers? We're the Skyblock Scrubs, and today we're going to be telling you things to get on how to save your money. So basically what we're going to do in this video is we're going to show you about 5 things that you should buy that are cheaper than other things and are just as good, if not better, or maybe slightly worse but still worth it. So the point of this video, it might not be the most entertaining of our videos, although it's always going to be a banger. You know it, sister. But it's going to be very useful, so be sure to stick around. If you do enjoy this one, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And without further ado, me and MVP++ Gundermud over here, Broke Boy, are about to get into the video.
Alright guys, so the AOTD prices have dropped, but so have the Tactician Sword prices. So AOTDs and Tactician Swords used to be comparable because they have roughly the same stats, but the Tactician Sword was always a little bit cheaper. But now, even though AOTDs are like 1.4 mil, which is relatively cheap, Tactician Swords, you can get an entirely maxed out hot potato book, thick reforged. It's not really forged, but it's OP. And you can get it maxed out for roughly 700k, which is just crazy. So this is pretty good because you don't really want to get an AOTD because it's a pretty big investment, but it's not the investment you want to make because it's just that really awkward stage in the game where you want to go for like your end game sword right after this mid game sword. But AOTD is like in between mid game and late game. It's just that awkward moment. You just don't need it. So Tactician Sword, it's really cheap and it's the equivalent of an AOTD. Okay guys, so the next thing is the Wither Skeleton. Now this pet is really good. One ability specifically is really good. It gives you the ability where for 3 seconds it'll tick your enemies for a certain amount of damage that you do. So if you do like 100,000 damage to them and you have a level 100 Wither Skeleton, it'll tick them for 100,000 damage every second for 3 seconds. Now this is what the Phoenix pet does, but it's about, let's see, I don't know, the Phoenix pet's roughly like 90 mil, so I'd say it's about 30 times cheaper, which is just crazy, and it gives you basically the same stats. Side note, Phoenix pets are literally useless after the invention of the cookie. Okay guys, so the next items are dungeon items. Now these dungeon items this is just crazy how much cheaper and they're actually better than just normal world items. So to do this, you're going to have to get carried on a few floors, up to floor 5. But even if you pay like $1 million per carry, but you're not going to do that except for on floor 5, so maybe like 500k for floor 4. If you just pay for carries, it'll still be cheaper and better. You want to take this path instead of getting like a 50 mil Midas. This item that we're talking about right here is the Livid Dagger. Now, if you look at the stats for it, the stats are pretty good. And if you compare it to a 50 mil Midas, the stats are worse. You're like, hey, this isn't that good. But then what you realize is that it has 100% bonus attack speed. Now this means that if you click twice as fast, usually a mob can only get hit twice a second. With this, it can get hit 4 times a second, which effectively doubles all the other stats on this weapon. So it makes it way better than a 50 mil Midas. And it's only about 10 mil. 50 mil Midases are obviously 10 mil. So just get carried on floor 5 and you will have a god tier item. Okay guys, the next 2 items are Shadow Assassin compared to Superior. Now, because of this, Superior prices have dropped because of just how trash it is compared to Shadow Assassin. Even 3/4 Shadow Assassin, which is only about 6 mil, is better than full Superior. Obviously, you would need some sort of damaging chestplate, like a Skeleton Master chestplate, but it is better than full Superior, formerly the best armor set in the game. So just get 3/4 Shadow Assassin, a carry on floor 5, and you will have something that is better than full Superior. It's really OP. Okay guys, this is similar to the Livid Dagger and Midas and Shadow Assassin and Superior. Now this is the Spirit Bow and the Mosquito Bow. So the Spirit Bow costs about 4 mil for a maxed out one. Mosquito Bow used to cost like 26 mil, but then people realized how garbage it was because Spirit Bow is the same thing. Literally, the difference between them is so minimal that there's no reason not to get the Spirit Bow. The Mosquito Bow dropped to like 12 mil because it's not worth it to get the Mosquito Bow. It's not worth paying 5 mil for an extra 20 damage on your bow because the Spirit Bow is just that good.
Alright, broski G-dubs, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This one is a little bit of a shorter video, But you know what? It is really helpful, and we've been telling you a lot of things to do, but we realize we haven't really touched on things you shouldn't do. So leave a like and subscribe if you guys are new and enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, you definitely did, so you know, you should just slide over a little subscribe, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyways guys, we stream every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll see you at the streams. Peace!